Hello, my name is Keshwani. It's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GMAT. We have been solving GMAT math problems out of this book here, GMAT Review, the official guide, 13th edition. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. The problem that we are about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 279, and today is our lesson number 64. Page 279, problem number 50 is the one we're going to do, the very first problem that you see in the second column. Number 50. We are told that x and y are positive integers. The question simply is x over y greater than 1? That's all it is. In the first statement they tell us, that their product is greater than 1. Well, knowing that their product is greater than 1, does that tell us whether x over x divided by y is greater than 1? Of course not. It's no good. This statement is no good. For example, for all we know, it could be 3 times 2, in which case x over y would be 3 over 2. Or it could be 2 times 3, in which case it will be 2 over 3. We cannot tell the ratio of x to y just because their product is more than 1. The first statement is not enough. AD, BCE. Since the first statement does not work, answer cannot be A, nor can it be D. Let's look at the second one. Now, if you do not know what I just did there, A, D, B, C, E, it is very important that you watch this video I'm going to put here, GMAT, data sufficiency, intro. Type in this tag and look for it, GMAT data sufficiency intro. Watch that video and you will understand what I just did there. A, D, B, C, E. A, D, B, C, E. The first statement does not work, answer cannot be A nor D. Let's look at the second statement. The second statement tells us that x minus y is more than 0. X minus y, their difference is positive. Well, if that's true, if you were to add y to both sides, we will see that x is greater than y. Well, if x is greater than y, then this ratio here, if x is greater than y, then numerator is greater than the denominator. That's what they're telling us here. If numerator is greater than denominator, then it is more than 1. The question was, is it greater than 1? The answer is yes. The second statement enables us to answer the question, not the first one. The answer is B. Let's look at the next question, shall we? Number 51. That's it, we're done. Number 51. In number 51, we are selling an item in a store, a clothing store that is, and we are told that the cost of the item is X dollars. The cost is X dollars. We are selling it for Y dollars, and the question is, profit is what percent of cost? Profit is what percent of cost? The first statement tells us that y minus x is 20. Y minus x is 20. That y minus x that you see there, that is the profit. Because y is the how much you sell it for, x is the cost. So the selling price minus the cost, that's your profit. So all we know here is that the profit is $20, but that's not what the question is asking us. The question is asking us, what is the profit as a percentage of cost? Profit as a percentage of cost, if this is our profit, y minus x. As a percentage of cost, we need to divide that by x. And since we do not know the x from here, we know the difference is $20, but there is no way to figure out the value of x from here. And without that, we cannot figure out this fraction here. profit as a percentage of cost is the amount of profit divided by the cost. We do not know the cost. The first statement does not do the job. A, D, B, C, E. Since the first statement does not work, answer cannot be A, nor can it be D. Nor can it be D. Let's look at second statement. Second statement tells us that y over x is 5 over 4. Now this does help actually. This helps great deal, because what this is telling us is that for every $4 in cost, we bring in $5 in price. What it says is that if it costs $5, if it costs, sorry, $4, x is the cost here. If it costs $4, then what it says is that we are selling it for $5. Well, if it costs $4 and you're selling it for $5, you're making $1 profit on a $4 cost. Making $1 profit on $4 cost, which is same as saying that the profit as a percentage of cost is 25%. This one does the job. That does tell us what the percentage is. Therefore, the answer is B. Now listen, if you do not like what I just did here, and if you're hell-bent on doing it properly, then I'll do it properly, okay? Here we go. Here we'll do the proper mathematical work, because this was just a quick and dirty way of understanding it on an intuitive level. Properly, if you want to do it, cross multiply both sides here, you get 4y equals to 5x. Which means that y equals 5x over 4. Now the question is profit. Let's put down the question here. That's it. Let me make a note here. Y equals 5x over 4. I need the rule, so I'm going to erase all of this to now. And this is the question. This is the profit is what percentage of cost? The profit is simply the sell price minus the cost. Sell price minus the cost. That is the profit. Profit is equals means is what, which is your, let's not put x here for what. That's our unknown. Let's call it P for profit. It's what, P for percent rather. What percent? Percent means over 100 of cost, which is x. Cost is x. This is our equation. This is what we have to solve for P. And knowing that part will help us a great deal. This came from the second statement. Now you understand, we don't have to do any of this thing in the real exam. You just have to understand the second statement was enough. Second statement tells us the ratio of selling price to the cost is 5 to 4. Every time something sold for $5, the cost was $4, which means we made a $1 profit on every $5 worth of sales. Well, that's $1 profit on a $5 worth of sale. So therefore the profit as a percentage of price would be 20%, but the profit as a percentage of cost would be 25%. The point is, it is enough information. The answer is B. We are just doing here just for our learning purposes. So let's see what we can do here. And y we know is 5x over 4. So let's put it here. Y equals 5x over 4. 5x over 4 minus x equals P over 100 times x. Here I see a x, here I see a x. Let's take out the x common, and we end up as 5 over 4 minus 1. I'm reminding you one more time, this is not something you will do in the real exam. That is not the point of the exam. If you start solving every single problem in the exam in data sufficiency, you will never get anywhere. Because they do not give you enough time to actually solve the bloody thing, because nobody is asking you to solve anything. They simply want to know if you're quick enough to realize whether or not you have sufficient data sufficiency. That's what it is. So now we have x here taken out from this part here and from this part here. X taken out. Here we have x on the other side. If you will divide both sides of the equation by x, x drops out. 5 quarter minus a 1, 1 is same as 4 quarters. 1 is same as 4 quarters. 5 quarters minus 4 quarters is 1 quarter. So 1 quarter equals P over 100, and therefore P equals 100 over 4, or 25%, which is what we said in the beginning. And as you can see, it is enough information. So that's it. Answer is B, as we said before a long time ago. Should we do one more or not? 52. Nah, let's leave the 52 alone. Let's do 52 alone, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.